power sharing. The lower classes already you have learned about different types of power sharing. In the class 8 you have learned how power is shared among executive, legislature and judiciary. As the continuation of that, today let us learn the first chapter. The name of the chapter is power sharing. What do you mean by power sharing? Power sharing means sharing of power. Let us learn the story of two countries. How do they share the power? The name of the countries are Belgium and Sri Lanka. First of all, let us learn about Belgium. Have you heard about Belgium? Belgium is a small country. It belongs to Europe continent. Do you know who are the neighbors of Belgium? The neighbors of Belgium are France, Netherlands, Germany and Luxembourg. Just you see. Then the ethnic composition of Belgium is very complex. Ethnic composition, what do you mean by ethnic composition? The cultural division or the social division based on culture, that is known as ethnic. Social division based on culture. The ethnic composition of this Belgium is very complex because Belgium people are speaking 3 languages. They are French, Dutch and German. So there are 3 regions also. The name of the region, first one is Flemish region, second is Wallonia region and third there are other part which is not belonging to any of these 3. So Flemish region, they speak Dutch. 59% of the people, they belong to Flemish region. They speak Dutch. 40% of the people, they belong to Wallonia region. They speak French. Others, only 1% of people are there. They speak German. So you see, German speaking, French speaking, Dutch speaking people are there in Belgium. That is the one of the complex in Belgium, one of the issue. Then there is one more thing is there. When we are comparing this, we may feel that 59% they are majority, they can be in power. But the case of Belgium is not like that. There is another problem in Brussels. Brussels is the capital city of Belgium. Brussels is the capital city of Belgium. 80% of the people in Brussels, they speak French. You see the difference? Altogether 40% of the people in the Wallonia region, they speak French. But the capital city, 80% of the people speak French. Again, the capital city, there is only 20% of people are there to speak Dutch. So, there is a issue related to language in Belgium. So, there is a war which was taken place in Belgium. Brussels is the capital. The neighbors are France, Netherlands, Germany and Luxembourg. So, there was a very important and very complex issue was taken place on the basis of language. Okay, the regions are Flemish region, Wallonia region and so on. Just you look at the map and see. There is a Wallonia region. They speak French. See the color? In yellow color we can see the Flemish region. They speak Dutch. 1%. That is only German. Then you will see the capital city, Brussels, that is the capital city. This is all about Brussels. This is all about Belgium. The size of Belgium is somewhat like our state Haryana. The population is half of that, maybe 1 crore. That is only. So this is the story of Belgium. Now let us learn the story of Sri Lanka. Have you heard about Sri Lanka? We all know where is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is one of our neighbor. We know who are the neighbors of India. Sri Lanka is our neighbor. Sri Lanka is an island nation. What is island? Already we know. If there are water in all the sides, it is an island. Sri Lanka is an island nation. We know that it is only a few kilometers from our Tamil Nadu. Southern coast of Tamil Nadu we can go through. So only 36 kilometers are from the Amazonid seas. Okay, then Sri Lanka also the same problem. There are two types of people are there. There is also ethnic problem is there. The problem is that Sri Lanka there are two types of people. The first type of people are Sri Lankan Tamilians. Next, Indian Tamilians. Again, Sinhala speaking. What is the language of Sri Lanka? Sinhala. So, 74% of the Sri Lankan speaks Sinhala. 18% of Sri Lankan people speak Tamil. There are two groups of Tamils. One group is known as Sri Lankan Tamilians and next is known as Indian Tamilians. Sri Lankan Tamilians means the people, those who born and brought up in Sri Lanka. They are Tamilians originally, but they born and brought up in Sri Lanka. They are Sri Lankan Tamilians. Indian Tamilians means their forefathers, they born and brought up here. They have migrated to Sri Lanka for their farming or plantation work. They are Indian Tamilians. You see, 74% of the Sri Lankan people Sinhala, 18% of people speak Tamil. There are two groups of Tamils, Sri Lankan Tamilians and Indian Tamilians. Sri Lankan Tamilians means people those who born and brought up in Sri Lanka. Indian Tamilians means they born and brought up in India, but they have migrated to Sri Lanka for the plantation workers during the colonial time. Their children are there, that is all. So just you see the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka also. 74, this yellow color, we can see they speak Sinhala, they are majority of course. Then the rest, Sri Lankan Tamilians, this we can see Sri Lankan Tamilians. Then among Sri Lankan Tamilians, they are 18%. Out of these Tamilians, there are 18%. Out of these, this is 13%. Rest 5, they are Indian Tamilians. In same like Belgium, Sri Lanka is also a problem, ethnic problem, language problem. The problem is that the Sinhala speaking people and Tamil speaking people, Sinhala speaking people and Tamil speaking people. We know that India got independence in the year of 1947. Sri Lanka became a democratically independent country by 1948. This democratically elected government have followed a policy that is known as majoritarian. Majoritarianism means majority is ruling over minority. In India we know that. India majority party is ruling. But the Sri Lanka is not like that. Sri Lanka majority community is ruling minority. Which is majority community? Sinhala speaking people. 74% of the people are Sinhala speaking people. They rule Sri Lanka. That process is known as majoritarianism. Majoritarianism means majority people are ruling over minority. In Sri Lanka, Tamils are minority and Sinhala speaking are majority. Again, they became independent in 1948. They passed an act, important act in the year of 1956. They have done one thing which cannot be suffered, which cannot be adjusted by Sri Lankan. That act declared Sinhala as an official language. Belgium, they have not declared either French or Dutch as official language, but Sri Lanka, they declared Sinhala as an official official language. Just you think about Tamilians. They have not got any recognition. They declared that Tamil they are disregarding. They declared that the Sinhala is an official language. Moreover that they have done two more things. They have boosted Buddhism. The religion of Sri Lanka is Buddhism. They boosted Buddhism. We know that the Tamilians, majority of them are Hindus, some of them are Christians and Muslims. So they have not minded this religion. They have boosted Buddhism. That means they promoted the people to believe it. They compelled the people to speak Sinhala. Moreover that they were not given the government job. Act says that disregarding Tamil. That means only the Sinhala speaking people were appointed in the government post and so on. Employment opportunities were not given to Tamilians. We know the nature of Tamilians. They are disregarding, they are neglecting all over the places. So they have formed a political party and they are asking for a special Elam. Elam means stage. That is known as, we have heard about the group LTTE, Liberation Tiger Force of Tamil Elam. LTT group is asking a special nation that is known as Tamil Elam. But the Sri Lankan government is not ready to give for that. So till now, even today, so many killing or so many people are living their life in the name of this. Till now, they have not solved their problem on the basis of language. But just to come back to Belgium, they have solved their problem very beautifully. How do they solve? You know, they have changed their constitution. They have changed their constitution. From the year 1973 to 1990, they have changed their constitution 4 times. The changing of the constitution is termed as amendment of the constitution. Amendment. Changing of the constitution is known as amendment of the constitution. See how do Belgium change the constitution? They have brought 4 changes. The first change is that French speaking and Dutch speaking ministers shall be equal at the center. The problem is in connection with the French speaking and Dutch speaking. So, the constitution prescribed, not simply saying amendment. So, the constitution prescribed that French speaking and Dutch speaking people shall be equal at the center government. So, one problem is solved. Second is, they have state government also. State government is not subordinate to the central government. Earlier, the Brussels, we know, they are powerful. So now the state government is not subordinate. They are independent government. Third problem is connection with the Brussels. We know that the Brussels is the capital city. There is a majority problem with the French and Dutch. So the Brussels has a separate government in which both non-community, that is French and Dutch, have equal representation. Now we understood that the problem of the French speaking is over. Dutch speaking is over. 1% of German speaking problem is not solved. So the 4th amendment brought for that 1%. Apart from the central government and the state government, there will be a third tier or third layer of the government that is known as community government. In community government, all the groups will get a representation. Community government, all the groups will get a representation. You heard the story of Sri Lanka and also understood the problem of Belgium. Belgium became ready to share the power. That is what Belgium is selected. The capital city of the Belgium, Brussels, is selected as the headquarters of European Union. This Brussels became the model city of Europe. You see how nicely they solved the problem. But Sri Lanka, people are not ready to share the power. Sinhala speaking, 74% of the people, they are not ready to share the power. So what happened, you know? Till now, there is no peace. Violence are taking place. Murders in the name of LTT. Everything is taking place. So did you understand the differences between the value of power sharing? So, are you thinking that whether the power sharing is desirable? So, let us wind up the class today. Okay, thank you.